Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you here this evening. Glad to see you guys. So let's start our today's evening conference. Hi, everyone. So let's start for today. First of all, I want to thank you guys because I feel here with you very comfortable because I never, good evening, what, waiting for you. I never was a published person. All my social media pages, profiles always were closed. And I'm not such kind of person who share every day, like, look what I had for breakfast or look what I bought or something like this. So, but here with you, because of your polite comments, because of your reactions, because of your communication, I feel very cozy here. So because of that, I am ready to share all my thoughts about Ukrainian life, Ukrainian ladies. I want to share my opinion with you, and you will know more information about our culture and our personalities. Good evening. What time over there? I hear there. I have here 9 p.m. 9 in the evening. Poland 10 p.m. No, 9. Thank you for help. Okay, so actually, I'm not sure how many time we can have today. If our communication will be very alive, we can stay here during 2 hours. So leave the comments, please. And in general, I ask you to like this video and to describe the channel, to hit the bell, and you will know the current information, what time we want to make these streams for you. And you can know more and ask all your questions you want to know about Ukrainian ladies, Ukrainian culture. We have here more beautiful ladies, and you have possibility to speak here. Yes, what, we have 9 at Poland. Good evening, pretty lady. Thank you, Juan Antonio. Nice to meet you today here. I think, guys, that this time is more comfortable for you, is it? For me, it's okay. Good evening, everyone from ARC. Hi, ARC. I'm so glad to see everyone here, all persons that I already know. Do you have children? Yes, I have 2 children. Sean, hi. Hello, Sean. Hi, Ark. I'm one time for once. Think she delayed it by a few minutes just for us typically late people. Yes, it is, because ladies, maybe not all, just me. Yeah, sometimes I do this. I can be late. So sorry, guys. Had we started talking about Warsaw already? We can speak about this, but you know what I decided? I need to create a nice video to cut some interesting pieces about the process, and then I can make like a video clip for you and show here. Because maybe to cook and to speak with you here will be not comfortable, because I can't click on your comments, on your messages. So I'm still thinking about this, how to create this process. For some, yes. For others, probably not so much. It depends on the part of the world someone lives in, I guess. Okay. Zhanna has a boyfriend. Yes, Juan Antonio, thank you. You know, I feel myself here like with some friend circle, because we meet here from time to time. We had several meetings already, and you know some information. And yeah, you helped me in some questions. Zhanna, that would work as well. You could record it, edit, and then give live commentary. Yes, it is. I think it would be better, or maybe we can think something still. But I can see you interested about this topic, interesting to know, to watch a live process, so it's nice. Zhanna, how do you know it a love or lush when you first time met your potential husband, especially through a matchmaking progress? I never was at a matchmaking progress. If you speak about some sites, some dating sites, I never tried that. And I don't know for sure. Sometimes you can feel something to a new person which you begin communication with, but you can understand and realize everything just through some moments. And this topic I try to prepare for you today to speak about this. Uh, yeah, I will talk about this later, how you can understand the intentions of your partner. From I will tell you my story, like my feelings from my side. What are my thoughts when I meet a man? What I want? What are my expectations? And what will be my actions to a person, to a man? And the same, I can share about my feelings, what I accept from a man, and what I realize about his behavior. It sounds like a really good idea about the borscht. I suggest making a video for you cooking the borscht, edit it, then do playback with you and in a small corner. Yeah, maybe it's possible, as you explain what are you doing and why. Okay. Uh, guys, I will just to learn how to do this because I'm not a blogger and never was a person who creates some videos, who sharing it. So I need to, but I want to do a good job, really. I want to do it super good quality. You can also answer questions during live stream. Yes, I want to do this. I want to explain everything, and I want some questions from you. Jose Antonio, entrepreneurs and cars teachers, no women are actually single ever. It's to Juan Antonio, I think. Juan, yes, that works well in these live chart settings. Okay, great, great. So it will be my home task, I guess. I think it's true. Sorry, Juan, not Jose, yeah. Hello, Gregory. Hi. Oh my God, I'm so glad to hear all our people who were with us from the beginning. It's so pleasant. Good evening. There is a reason I'm still drinking my morning coffee, you see. You have just morning, Sean. Nice. You have the whole day next to you. I have my day already passed. I have the evening, but I also have my coffee cup. Zhanna, ask Joseph for help. It's for the channel after all. I'm sure he'd love to help you. Yeah, Joseph, he's very easygoing, very true man. He always help in any questions. So yes, of course, he will help me if I ask him. So no problem, guys. I will do that for sure. I just want to do this good quality. So I need time to prepare about this. Sure, he will support me. Hello, Bill. Hi. Sean, in cars talk about Western women, Eastern women have a different mindset. Yes, it is. Oh my God, I feel like you really helped me to explain here everything. It's so nice, so cute. Bill, you're late. Catch you, Bill. Hello. She even delayed it by a few minutes for us. No, I was in time. I just had some technical problems in my phone, and at my laptop I was in time here. So I'm sorry. I was prepared for you. Zhanna, do you think people generally prefer living in town center or away from a town center? I think depend about is the city is really big. To live in the center in the middle is a little bit difficult because of traffic. If you live in a small city, for example, I have such experience. My previous city, my native city, is not big at all, and you can get by car from one end to other point of city during 30 minutes, yes, by car. And no actually traffics, no traffics at all, and you can pass all the road, all the distance, and be in time, no any accidents on the road. So it was very comfortable, really. I love to live there because I never dreamed to move to the Kiev, because when you stay in the traffic 2 or 3 hours, it's mm, it's not comfortable. It makes you nervous, and you always can delay and know any you can be sure that you come in time for any meeting or for any important deals. So if you live in small town or maybe middle-sized town, it's super okay to live in the center because it's good infrastructure and you can get everywhere very quickly, and all your points, a lot of deals you can have in the center. And to live in a big city in the middle, for example, my brother lives right now in the middle, in the center of Warsaw, in the heart. And from one point, it's very comfortable because you don't need to use the car or any transport, and you can get any point very quickly. It's nice, but it's more expensive to rent apartments there. And yeah, but it's nice. But if you need to get from some point to the center, for example, to meet a guest, it can be a problem for some time, maybe. So maybe it depends on what size of the city and what traffic do you have. Zhanna, intro cooking topic. What was your hardships adapting to a new cuisine? Interesting. Let me think, and I will ask you a little bit later about my hardships adapting. Okay? If you were reborn in an animal, what animal would you like to be reborn as? Why that animal? Okay, I'm a cat. I'm a cat by horoscope. I have a cat. I like cats as well as the dogs, but in my life right now I have a cat. And sometimes I'm jealous to my cat because she has a wonderful, super cozy life. Because I treat her very well. I love her, adore her, and everything she needs to do is just to sleep whenever she wants. And sometimes she has some treatment and eating. That's it. Everything what she do. So I think it's very comfortable life when you have all the conditions, when somebody loves you and treats you very well. So yeah, I would love to be a cat. Or maybe a horse also, but horses, unfortunately, they have another destiny and they used to work hard, and people have to use horses in a difficult way, and sometimes it's really pity to understand that their treatment is not good and they need to work hard, so hard. So I don't want to be a horse, but I like horses. How are you, Zhanna? From William. Hello, William. I am okay. I'm waiting for this conference. I missed you guys, and I'm okay. Thank you. How are you? You must buy a flying car then. Maybe it will wait us in the future, and maybe when everybody will have a flying car like we have right now, simple cars, will be the same traffic in the air. No traffic issues here either, Zhanna. Been living in a village for most of my life. Takes like 7 minutes to drive from one side to the other. About 7,000 people. Very peaceful. It's super. Surrounded by farmland. Yeah, it's actually it's nice if you have possibility. For example, if you organize your lifestyle in such way that you can live in the village and you feel cozy there, it's wonderful. I know I have such experience also. And if you can get to some big city very fast, it's super nice, because big cities means big possibilities, but at the same time you can tired about a lot of things you have at a big city. So if you live, if your village not far from some big cities and some uh, positions you need to visit, it's great. As for me, just one moment, want to comment to you. Small cities or villages, they have not much possibilities about some hobbies. For example, if you want to get kids to some private school, it's less possibilities. That is for me the only problem about village. But if it's close to a big city and you have a car, you can get there very quick. For example, 30 minutes, it's super okay to get from one city or village to city. And yeah, it can be very comfortable. You are not secretly a crazy cat lady, are you? Maybe. Can we see a cat? Yes, of course. I think she's sleeping right there. One moment, please. Oh no, she already passed away. I will show you, of course. She is also a brunette like me. I like black cats. As a black panther, yes, my cat is like a black panther, and maybe I feel the same. Oh, thank you for this activity. I'm so glad to to watch all these comments from you. I'm a cat. That proves Zhanna's love to punch people in the face. Juan, entrepreneurs in cars also talks about Ukrainian women and not to marry any of these women in this Ukraine dating scam video. Shan, there is a difference between a bad ones who only care about money and those who are legitimately looking for a life partner. MG's ladies are a good kind of Ukrainian woman. You know, maybe a little bit later, I prepared some topic about this. I have what to share with you about Ukrainian ladies' attentions and what are they expecting, and about money I want to talk with you guys also. And I based on my own experience and my own feelings about money and my expectations from a man and treatment which I want to have. If you're interested. What is your Timo then relate to your village life? What? Waiting for your answer. No, when I still played the game, I loved playing Timo in Aram to Poker King game modus. Okay. Zhanna, the village has 3 primary schools and further education about 10-15 kilometers away. Yeah, I understand about primary schools, of course you have, but I mean to organize your life in such way, like gyms, like some private schools to like hobbies, or some other lessons or hobbies you can get from modern life. I don't know any. For example, in Ukraine are very popular private schools of English lessons, of some dances, ballet, a lot of things actually, a lot of artist studios, and I mean private studios for children and for adult person as well. What goes through your mind if you meet a Ukrainian lady who is in her 50s and still single? For example, do you think she's just not find good men, think she's unrealistic, etc.? I never met ladies who is 40 years old and they are single. This lady can be or after divorce and already she has children, or I don't know any other situation actually, because even after divorce you can have your private life and you can be successful enough and realize yourself within. You can meet some other partner, soulmate, and create a good family. So I don't know such people. Maybe they can be alone, but I think that if the person, doesn't matter which age the lady has, if she's single, yeah, it can be mix of your own problems about expectations, which partner she want to have, and maybe she has some problems, some hurts from past relations, and she's not ready for new relations. And everybody, I think, after his experience, you need to work under yourself as a woman, as well a man. You need to work under yourself every time, like you work under your body at the gym. You need to work under your personality, under your character, and it's possible to change your mind, to change your thoughts, to change your expectations, maybe to respect yourself more, or maybe opposite, maybe you need to lower your expectation and be more humanity. This also can be a problem when some girls, they thought that, oh, I'm a princess, I'm waiting for a knife and I want a good life and to do nothing for this. No, it not works this way. Sadly, the ones that you say don't want to leave their country. Why sad? People live comfortable. Some loves big cities, somebody likes villages, and you need to feel comfortable in the place you live. Or if you're not comfortable, you can move. Who can take you there? That's one of the reasons I plan on moving to the Ukraine or other Eastern European country. Wow, interesting information, Juan. Actually, yeah, but where you want to move in Ukraine and when. Of course, I understand that it can be possible only after peace in Ukraine, but which region you want to move, for example? Did you already choose something for yourself? And by the way, did you ever been to Ukraine, Juan? I'm sorry if you already talk about that and I don't remember. Hello, UA, Ellen. Hello, Ellen. Nice to meet you. I remember you also. We have a gym here, and surrounding towns in cities have at least half a dozen. Private schools, we have about 60, 70 of those, and the country, small country, most of our education is public. So I think you live in a nice place, and yeah, I think as for me, I could live in such place and enjoy it about this. So yeah, it can be nice. For me, for example, it would be so cozy if you live one place very traditional. You have your life, you understand the all your graphics and so on, and maybe twice a year you can go somewhere for a journey, for vacation, and it would be a perfect life. It can be. Shan, this isn't the case for all of them. About 1 out of 4 Ukrainians that marry a Dutchman get a divorce because they are homesick and lonely. Cultural difference matters as well. You're true. Yes, it's very important not to feel loneliness and homesick after you get to your husband, to your foreign husband, for example. I think it's a big problem when you have different culture, have your life in different way. You change your life and you don't feel support, and your life is not complete and full. It can be a problem for divorce. Of course, you need to stay in a common with your wife and have good connection. And for example, for me, it's very important to be to have connection with my partner and to stay active with him. And I like to share my I don't know, hobbies, travelings, even work sometimes. It's also possible with my partner. So it's very important not to feel lonely, even if you have active life. But the reason of marriage is to stay in common. Don't say the Ukrainian, Tony. Many Ukrainians feel offended by that. Okay. Ukrainian woman, what talked about this said the Dutch people are more miserable than Ukrainians because we are more individualistic, whereas Ukrainians are family oriented. It's not about money. Yes, it is, but I don't have my own practice about this. Maybe I don't know. Maybe people feel themselves comfortable not to stay in a contact during all the time with his partner. Juan, you can buy a horse house with an arc or 2 5 room for less than 2,500 in a village right next to water, which I think is real important. Not take 5 or 10 grand to fix it up. No, a little more if you want to have a nice place, not far from the city. It would be a little expensive, not little, in several times expensive. But yes, I think for you to take some property in Ukraine would be not expensive in general, if to speak about prices in the world. And we'll see what will be after the after this war will end. what the prices will be. But yes, you can take good property at a good position next to a water, next to a river, or to a lake, and not far from the city, from a good city. And yeah, it would be not much expensive. Actually, I found much guarantee with job covering an area to make real estate investment. Before 2022, I was actually studying properties in Tata Binari in Vinnytsia. Wow. Info seeker. I prefer building a new home. Nice. Good idea, actually. Really good idea. And also, a lot of people in Ukraine build their own houses from zero, from the beginning, because they want everything like they want. So it's really good idea. But can you tell me, please, what region you prefer? West part of Ukraine, middle, center of Ukraine, maybe south? Or buy a new flat? Also possible, not expensive in Ukraine. Hello, good afternoon in Alamosa, Colorado. It's 1:32 p.m. So you have a middle of the day. Hello, Everardo. Juan, do you build a new home on the territory and you can live in the old house while you're building a new home? Because remember, it takes time, of course, but it's possible maybe in year and a half or a couple of years it's possible to build. I have such friends which already built their houses and it took maybe 2 years. Once a new home is done, then you can tear it down. Fernando. Johnny fits, it's disgusting. Haha, okay. Okay, if you, I can see new comments right now, so I want to speak about my topic right now, about your expectations about Ukrainian girls. I can see a lot of comments here at the channel that some men, some people, foreign men, want to know how to get Ukrainian wife. You know, guys, we have a war right now in Ukraine, and a lot of people moved out of Ukraine territory as well as me because they lived in dangerous part of Ukraine, and they moved to Europe, to USA, to Canada, to a lot of points of the world nowadays. And it means that you can meet Ukrainian lady even at your street. It's really possible. I have a lot of friends which located different points of the planet, mostly in Europe, and some, I know one girl from, two girls in Canada, and yeah, so you can meet Ukrainian ladies even at the store, supermarket, at parking, just on the street, and so on. And okay, if you can see a pretty lady, what will you do? For example, you can be brave. You can come to this lady. You can ask agreement to know her. You can ask her if she can speak English, if she already stayed till this moment. In a foreign country, it means that maybe she can speak English well, if she okay to live in Europe or to USA or to Canada. And you can be brave and active and easygoing, and when people exchange their energy, it creates something. So you can be brave and you can really know some girl, it can be Ukrainian girl, and you can exchange the contacts. And what you should do next? You should be active. Ukrainian ladies will not text a message first, for example, never. And so if you are really interested in this lady, you will text her first. You should do this because Ukrainian lady after first meeting will not message to you or call to you. Okay, if you stay in contact, if she can really see your interest, she will respond to you if she interested also in you. And if you will be active and brave and creative, you can ask this lady for a date. You can invite this lady for a date, and but not. It shouldn't be big periods between these dates. And if she feels your interest, yeah, she can respond to you with the good feelings. And one important thing about money. Real lady, Ukrainian lady, they are polite and a little shy, and they are respect a man. And real lady will not ask you for gifts or for money, especially at the beginning of relations. Maybe when you stay in relations for a long time and the lady has a problem, it's okay. If she has a problem and she asks you for help, it's okay, but much later. At the beginning, at the first day, she never will expect something from you. She never will ask you. She never will invite you for some shop uh, to receive a presents. And you should feel this, you should understand this, that if the lady really want to create relations, she will respect you and she will wait in some actions from you. It doesn't mean that Ukrainian lady doesn't like gifts or attention. Of course they do, but she will never expect this on the first steps, and she will never ask you for this. And from your side, you should be active, creative, careful. Careful, I mean caring, and everything would be fine from the beginning. And when you know each other well, yes, you can really build some good relations. I think this is the most important. You should know how to get know Ukrainian lady, and then you can develop this meeting these relations. And after that, if you feel really comfortable together, you enjoy your company, you can get this lady as your wife. Okay, we have some new comments. There were Reddit threads about him and Bed and Bancroft. Oh my god. Where there were collect sexual predators. Bed and Beckham supposedly scammed the UK and moved abroad. I think you're talking about some sites. I don't know them. I don't know these names. Zhanna, I don't really care where I settle as long as it away from where most bad girls live. They don't live there. I think they just come there for parties, for meeting guests, foreign guests, maybe for scamming. I don't know. I think it's a good city in general, but you can be out of these parties and everything would be okay. So maybe Odessa would be a nice place because they have a sea, they have pretty nice location and nature, and we have a lot of beautiful regions which are comfortable for living. But okay, thank you for your response. He abused a lot of women in Eastern Europe. Oh yes, I heard this also, that some women from Europe can be abused. He shows his naked butt in one of his videos. I'll hire a contractor to build my home. I should have plenty to build the home I need. It should be finished within 4 months. As I know about the building, 4 months is not enough because, first of all, actually, it would be very complicated for me to explain you the technical details. But first of all, you need the ground, to stay during maybe when you just begin to build in the hole of the ground. I don't know how to say it technically. You need to wait when the ground will settle down during maybe 6 months or something like this. So you need to be careful in some technical details if you want a good house for living. So 4 months is not enough, so it's possible technically, but it will be very fast and not good quality. So think about this. Zhanna, at the start of the war, there were actually a couple of Ukrainian refugees in the area. Only saw them at the supermarkets once though. No long after, many Ukrainians went back to Ukraine. Yes, it's unfortunately true because of money. No, not every person has possibility to live in Europe or other country. And of course, a lot of foreign countries, they help to Ukrainian people, to Ukrainian refugees. They do some payments, some help, but this help is not enough to live in Europe. You know, guys, in Ukraine, it's not an expensive country, not a rich country, and people, they were simple, they lead it very simple life, but it was enough for good conditions. But uh, to live like a refugee in maybe some families or some other places with a small money, you don't have any possibilities for normal life. And a lot of people, unfortunately, they had to move back to Ukraine even to have some risks, but it was impossible to go on living in foreign countries for them. So yes, but still, for example, I know a lot of my friends, they still live in Europe or in Canada. It's not appropriate to discuss how much I will spend here. Okay. To selfie restaurant in Odessa. Then I will make my home near where my lady is living, so she is close to her family. Oh my god, you're so sweet. It's super good idea because it's important to keep with your family. But what about your family? It's also important to keep in touch. But it's nice. I'm gonna spend $500,000 on USA dollars. I like the property near to the lake also. Yeah, it's nice. I adore rivers and lakes, and when you have a house next to some water, it's amazing, really. And you can go there in the evening just for walking, and if you have good nature around, it's really such cozy and very romantic place actually. You can do a lot. You can spend time in different way there. Hello, Jack. Nice to meet you also here. Greetings to everyone. How are you all? I hope we are fine, all of us here. Nice to see you this evening, Jack. But perhaps that's too big a budget in Ukraine. 200,000 should be enough. Zhanna, Odessa is known for being tourist unfriendly. A lot of bad people in the center what will rob you, beat you up or scam you. How it will be better in the future after the war? Oh my god, I'm not ready for this information because I didn't visit Odessa when I was adult person. I was there several times when I was just a kid. And it's for me, it's difficult to say because I know some friends which were in Odessa and they were okay there, but maybe because they are Ukrainian, maybe it's more aggressive for foreigners, and it's a pity to understand this. Actually, I'm disappointed to read this information because I used to think about Ukraine like a very friendly culture and people, so I hope everything would change if it's so. You need to stabilize the ground, the foundation. It need to see it. Yeah, it what I talk about, and care that takes time. You're right. I talk about this, but I don't know, unfortunately, technical words to explain everything. Yes, but it needs time, maybe like 6 months, as I know, and then you can build the walls and the roof. Jack just parked his motorcycle. That's much different than the US. Homes are built quickly here. Uh, mm, Maybe you have different technique of building, but I think if you want to have a good quality house, you shouldn't be hurry. Be a little true. Okay, so he just parked his motorcycle. What's the topic? The topic, we have a lot of comments today about once moving to Ukraine, maybe once, about building the house, about where better to live at a big city or at the village, who prefer better. And I wanted to tell you the expectations of Ukrainian ladies about the money, about the gifts, and if she wants some presents from you at the first date, it means that she is not serious in relations, then she just looking for a sponsor, and it's not good sign for you guys. But if the lady is serious and she will um, glad to meet you at your dates and enjoy your speaking, you can feel this and you can really have good partner for life. Various, yes, it is. The Netherlands only has limited capacity for refugees. Yes, I know this. I also have one friend in Netherlands. Many Ukrainian refugees are housed on cruise ships. Wow. Many others are living at the host family. Yeah. If there is room. Yes, I have one friend, and she based at one really big but very beautiful house. And yeah, she was grateful for the owners, and the owners always went somewhere for occasions. So she was mostly alone with her child. My family lives in the United. Yes, I understand because you're from United States, and when you move, you can be close to your future's wife family, but not to yours. But yeah, anyway, you can visit them or they can visit you and keep in touch, because I think it's very important from time to time, not every day, but from time to time on some holidays. It's so important to keep this link, this contact with your roots, with your family. It's super nice when everybody like each other, when everybody friendly to each other. What true? A friend of a friend got mugged in Odessa. He met up the lady in a restaurant. She took him to an ATM where a man attracted him, left him for dead. Hmm. It's a pity to read that. I lead it different life, and I don't know this world actually. United States, yes. Ukrainian children go to school here and learn Dutch. Well, going to school in mandatory by law. They also have classes during the weekend in Ukrainian language. Yes, it's nice and it should be because, for example, um, I will tell about myself, not all the Ukrainian refugees. If you come to some foreign country because of war, because you had to move there for some safe property, and people are friendly to you, they help to you in many ways. You should respect their laws, you should learn their language because you are a new person here, and nobody uh, nobody have to understand you or to be loyal all the time to you, to organize your life in your usual way. You should be flexible and you should do all your best to live there by these traditions, by these laws, by this language, and to do your best for this, to stay comfortable there and not to bother other people in this country. So yeah, it's great. Zhanna, what are your thoughts once the American dollar collapses, and it will collapse? We are in the times of the Roman Empire falling and Babylonian days which fell. Oh, I didn't thought such huge that USA will fall like a Romanian empire. I think everything should be fine. Uh, or maybe I'm not don't know current information about dollar. I just know that we have problems because of war, and the current course of dollar is, and euro also, and all the different foreign money, they it grows up to Ukrainian hryvnias. But I think we should find the way because we live in a 21st century, and a lot of people, for example, like Elon Musk, they will create some way to resolve this problem. Everything should be fine. Don't worry. No worries. Ukrainians are safe, Jean. It's just the tourists that have a problem when going there. Yes, of course, you know, guys, every culture, every country has good and bad people. No any guarantees that all of Ukrainians or all of Dutch people or some other foreign countries. It's like things, they are not just white or just black. They have different colors. The same with the people. So sometimes we can meet not very pleasant people, rude people, not polite. And it's not depend on the culture or on the place he lived. They are just so. So I'm pity that you had some bad experience or think or your friends have. So I just try to focus on the good people and good things. But yes, sometimes I meet in my life also rude people, and I'm disappointed in this way, and I'm upset so much when I meet rude people in my life. I feel very bad after these occasions, and I try to think about this like life lessons. What should I do? Should I talk to this person or the person like this? Or maybe next time I should be more wise and don't even speak with this person and get away. For me, it's life lessons. Or maybe I should be more strong and work under my personality. I got scammed in Odessa too. Oh, glad to know that. All of here in chat are a large family. We are all brothers. Yeah, I already feel familiar with you. All nations' currencies are collapsing. If history is any kind of good, currencies will bounce back. I think everything would be fine anyway. It's not a problem. I can see some problems nowadays in this way. Where is your friend located? Oh, let me give me memory, please, about this. I will ask her, and I will answer for you next stream, because I don't remember. Not in the capital, some city out of capital, and but I don't remember the name of the. I think it can be village, but I don't remember. I will ask you next stream. In my dates in Ukraine, I gave gifts to women, got treated better by a lady I didn't give any gifts to. Mm, you know, maybe it's not at the beginning. For example, I like to make gifts for my partner, and especially I like to do this, like, and not just me. I have some friends which I think the same. The most nice and lovely gifts can be created by yourself. It can be something really creative, like a sketchbook, or to book something, to order some picture with the super memories with from some photo of a nice place when you were happy together. I don't know, you can make pleasant in many ways, and when you stay in serious relations, it's okay when a woman make a gift to her man, it's okay. So at the beginning, of course not, just we're not used to this. But when you stay in relations, of course, you want to make pleasant to your partner. I read that many Ukrainian women who get gift a lot take that as a norm and will keep on taking. You have to build up slowly and take your time. Don't shower them with gifts. Yes, of course, it's a good advice. I agree with you. And don't be hurry. You should be active, but don't be hurry. And you should realize every step of your girlfriend. Uh, you can understand by her behavior if she's sincere to you, if she spends lovely time with you, if she want to uh, offer something pleasant when you will feel comfortable also. It would be nice, and you can feel this feedback. If not, if she just want to receive the gifts and do nothing, and more, okay, maybe you should think about this and be more attentive and careful. Maybe they thought you were trying too hard in desperate to impress them worth flowers. My friend told me today, and I admitted for myself that, for example, she didn't expect flowers on a first date. Of course, it can be romantic, but first day can be without flowers. It's okay. But when you meet next times, it would be nice and pleasant, but maybe not for a first date. We should just go back to the old ways. One chicken for a couple of breads, two sheep for a cot. Money will keep you warm in the winter when throwing in the fireplace. Okay, but I think the village will win in this way. You can organize all your life there and be independent. My current home is only 219 square meters. It's not only, it's actually a big property. I feel it's so big for me. Yes, if you live alone there, yeah, it's big enough. But for family, it's also big, but it's okay. In Ukraine, we used to build the houses maybe 250 squares for a family with the children. So it's okay. It's like two floors house. Fools must be scammed. Just be prepared and use common sense. Yes, you should use common sense, but unfortunately, a lot of persons which are sincere and true, they good persons can be used by scammers and didn't realize this, or maybe somebody has feelings and these feelings they didn't let a person to understand, to realize the sense, to feel that he's under scamming, not by real feelings. Unfortunately, we have such situations, but I just wish you luck and be careful, guys. Try to feel your heart. Don't be blind. I'm glad to hear that you have a positive attitude when the downfall begins in the currency. Just please make sure you do not take a mark of a beast in order to buy food. We will need to bother. Okay, thank you. Hope she's not located in one of the cities. A lot of multicultural people there. Not all of them are polite to women. Wow, I didn't know that actually. Um, okay, I think I should to speak again with this girl. She's not at a big city for sure. She under some next to some big city, but I don't remember the name. She stay there with her daughter, and her daughter she's very successful, and she visits some very popular foreign school. I don't remember the name, but it's she originally she's from Kiev, and she went to this super popular school in Kiev also. And yeah, she's okay staying there. And you know, when you moved somewhere to organize your new life at a new place, you first of all you think about your children, about their education, about how comfortable you can live there. So it's the question number one for her. So she's not about, you know, some clubs or relaxing. It's everything is simple. She has a good conditions about the house. She showed me her location. She has, I think, a pool there in the yard and some good territory. So it's nice for living. I know how to hunt fish and grow my own vegetables. Oh wow! Out of hunting, I can do two others also, so I will survive, guys. But nice to know this one. I will remind that. Hey guys, please like the video and subscribe. Thank you that you remind every time. Yes, please. I will be honest for you right now. I hate when I watching some videos at YouTube and people can do really great job. They can work a lot and create some interesting ideas and do really good job to create some interesting content, some videos, and you are enjoying during watching this. But I always hate this moment when you need, oh guys, please subscribe the channel and do likes and so on. I hate this. I feel every time so confused when I need to say this, but I have to say this because I need to remind you. So please do this. I will ask you. Wow, Leo Sanchez, привет. Okay, I'm Ukrainian girl, so I will tell to you добрый вечер. Ukrainian language is like привет. I'm Leo from California, USA. Nice to meet you, Leo. Glad to hear you. Glad to watch you here. I can see your comments, and I'm glad to see you here. So welcome to our team. We have regular streams, conferences here, and we discuss all the topics you're interested to know. Just live speaking most of time about Ukrainian culture and Ukrainian ladies. Yes, it happens. Similar case. I dated a girl in my own country. Asked her for money, for the parking fee for bicycle. I had run out of cash. She got so mad. She said she never had to give any dollar to former partner. Oh no, Ukrainian lady for sure will give you money for parking. It's normal, usual life situation. It absolutely okay. It's not a problem. So it's weird occasion because if you have relations, serious relations, you stay like a couple, you stay in common. It's okay to support each other in different moments. So it's okay. Some women can be so entitled these days. Yes, yes, it is, unfortunately, but I respect, our traditional culture when a woman should be a woman, a classic woman, uh, like she should be tender. She should be a good partner to support her partner, and she can be a good mother and active, even business lady at the same way, and she should treat herself well. So I believe in these traditions, and that modern girls, modern women can be like this. It's okay, and you feel yourself really great when you can do all of this. I can say that it's good to be good. Pope visit Kazakhstan. World ends sometimes. They actually have no communication for this moment, but I know some people from Kazakhstan also. Seems like they are okay. Cities like Amsterdam, Rotterdam, and the Hague have a lot of people from different cultures. In areas where they live in, they tend a catcall and harass women and harass and beat up homosexuals. Wow. Mm, after your comment, first of all, I want to call to my friend to know how is she. During this time we didn't speak, and I want to Google some information because I know this information first time, and it's not very glad. At least 50-100% of their youngs have a criminal record. Wow, lots of stabbings. Lots of stabbings nowadays, and 90% of them are repeat offenders. The big cities are going down the drain. Sounds not glad actually. Some goes for Almir, slowly turning into a, pardon my language, shithole city. Okay, so people try to find some cozy way for life. Jack, sweet dreams, Queen Zhanna, UA, Slava Ukraini, Героям Slava, Jack, thank you so much. I live in already, us. Thank for your wishes. I see there's a fever for Ukrainian women among Latinas nowadays. Uh, I don't know what to say. Ukrainian refugees actually had their car windows destroyed and tires cut in Hague shortly after the war started. Oh my God, it's a pity to understand this because, you know, I can realize and understand that sometimes refugees can bother people which lived in their usual way, and they come to their territory, their cities, and maybe we have some different traditions and culture and habits, and maybe it can bother and distract people which are used to live there, like native people of this territory. But nobody should be cruel. Yes, we have a serious stabbing problem in the big cities. Many young children, 13, 14, are actually arrested for stabbing others of their age. It's been a lot in the news here recently. Oh, but what the the problem? What the reason of this problem? What do you think? Why are they go this way? Because what I heard about Netherlands is that you guys there, you have calm and safe life. I heard this. I heard this not far away from. I had one client at my translations. He was from Netherlands, and he talked to a girl he spoke with about their future relations and so on. And he told that they have their very safe and good level of life. So I'm surprised to reading this. And actually, I'm interested to understand the reason of a problem because yes, I know that Europe has good level of life, and if you live in good, you can be a good person because you are glad of your life quality, and you can do a lot of you want, of your wishes, of your dreams. So what's the problem of that people? Why people grow like this? Why teenagers grow like this? The reason bad parenting. We do have a calm and safe life, yes, so long as you stay away from bad areas. Mm, okay. Thank you for answer. Outside of the big cities is safe. I thought it's different actually. I thought that big popular cities are really have good quality of life. For example, I feel safe here in Warsaw. We have a good quality of life, pretty active and pretty calm at the same way. So I feel really safe here. But yes, I have some worries because I understand that we can have different people which are around us. It's the different ethnic groups, oh yes, that I mentioned either that are the problem. They don't get raised properly by their parents. Oh, now I can understand the problem. And you know, I respect all the nations, but yes, sometimes we have a big differences between our cultures and laws we used to grow with in our native country. So I think this problem can be resolved if your government will make some rules about native people and foreign people, foreign cultures. But if they already there, it can be a problem, yeah, to remove these cultures from your cities. But I think everybody have to be polite in general. Any culture you have, any country you live, you need to be polite and respect all the people around you. Also, a correction. I wasn't in The Hague. It was in Rotterdam, May 7th, okay, 7th of May 2022. refugees from Mariupol, pure people. Mariupol was a very bad city situation there they had. The cars were parked near the showed cruise ship that was housing them. Uh, you know, for this topic, I can say that, for example, when you come to other country and you can't in one moment know all the laws and all the rules and all the habits of these native people. And even if you try to be a good person, try to be polite, you don't know all the traditions of this district, for example. Even district can be different, and you need sometimes to understand, or some person, some native person here who can explain you all the traditions of living here. And sometimes you can be guilty not by your wish. You can do something wrong by occasion, because we just have different rules in our native country, and it can be a problem, and some people can be mad about this. Yeah, but I think all of us should be patient and calm and I don't know, good to each other. Many migrants from Middle East Africa in Netherlands. Camps are overrun, overfilled. The glass is either half full or half empty. We choose our mindset. Okay, yeah, it has sense. We can't remove those cultures because their cultures always play a victim card. Hmm. Yeah, I understand that this process is already has they already had this agreement in the past, and for this moment it's difficult to have some influence, but you can have some influence for future generations. What is the most dangerous place in Ukraine? I think it's Donbass. Yeah, it's always, even before the war, was, I think, some not very safe region. I think they have a lot of Russian mentality. They people have, but I never been there, and not sure. I think Donetsk and Lugansk is not very safe. And we have war a lot of years there, and I was surprised to know that even Ukrainian people who originally live there, they can support Russia and their cruelty and their intentions to conquer this territory. For example, it's my own opinion, but if you don't like to live in this country, if you don't agree with these laws, this government, this level of life, okay, take your stuff and move somewhere. You can build um, some good life wherever you want. If you like Russia, please, you can go to Russia. Some years ago, it was open for people, and they could create their life there. But when they wait for, I don't know, they wanted to leave this territory, uh, just to give this territory to Russia. Some people really support this idea, but I don't think it's possible and is good. So for me, it's these regions. Nothing to do with the traditions and rules, Zhanna. There were bad people that committed crimes against refugees because they could. The cruise ship was short in a harbor away from public. Yes, I understand this, that sometimes when some people has power, they will show this power in a bad way. We have what we have. Jack, correct. We are only a small country, and we have like 6,000 Ukrainian refugees. Our shelters are full. The refugees from Africa are from safe areas. They just want a better life. Yes, sometimes in the world such occasions happen when some people have some problems at their native territory and they have to move with the big groups. But with this moving, they bring their own traditions, which can be very different from new country, and they try to bring their culture there, of course, yes. But nobody can control it. No, the government of our countries can control it, of course, but if they try to help to refugees, to some people which have troubles at their native country, yeah, it's like to open the gate to everyone. Not you can't control just to take, just to accept good people. You can take all of them, and then you have unexpectable results sometimes. Everyone has good and bad side. Yes, of course, and I think is some life position when we should uh, try to live with that, with the bad sides and good sides of all the people. We live in society, and we need to use to live in this society with the bad and good uh, feelings and positions of other people. Zhanna, their traditions have led to demands and a lot of fighting. Dozens of police offers have to come multiplied times because 100 plus of them decided to fight amongst each other. Oh my God. In Latin America, the population's mentality towards Russian has changed a lot of since February. Yes, a lot of people I heard. I know I have some friends from Italy, and they are very political people, very active in this. And yeah, a lot of people changed their positions toward Russian people. Uh, I just can separate Russian people. Um, like I told you before, I have some friends in Russia, and not all the people really bad and support the war. Some people really understand the situation. They really try to realize current situation in life, and they doesn't support the war. But some people, I'm sorry for these words, but they are really stupid. I can see sometimes some videos at Facebook or some social medias when people support in very aggressive way. They are really not enough educated to understand even the words are saying, but they really try to make some hypes. I don't know the reason even why they do that. But yeah, some of them, I can say that they are good people, and I can't respect them. But I can't, again, I can't say that it's white or it's black. Everybody has its own colors. Anti-war Russians are treated as brothers, and pro-Putin Russians are treated as our grandparents treated pro-Hitler Germans. Yes, you're true, Ark. Very true. Some are so demanding that they want the hotel they are staying in into the chance their entire menu to flavor their culture. Yeah, yeah, I can understand you absolutely that some refugees can be so nasty, and they think that somebody have to organize their life in a super good way. I don't know why they think in this way, but yes, I know these occasions also. That's the difference between refugees from Africa and actual refugees. Oh, yeah, I heard this. Yes. Same here, Zhanna. A Russian store owner owner was harassed, received threats, etc., just for being Russian. What did she do? Work together with the Ukrainian to help Ukrainian refugees. You know, yes, I also know some occasions when people were. People had aggressive at their address, for example, at Turkey, just because they are Russians, but they already was and lived in Turkey for some years and have their families there. But you can't control all the people, and some foreign support, yeah, can works in this way when now people doesn't separate Russian people for good or bad. They don't have wish or time to realize what the person is. They just do what they do, and yeah, it's the choice of everyone. Wars will never solve the problems. Yes, will never solve, and will bring a lot of new problems, of course. And it's a pity that we have nowadays such events like a war. It's, for me, it's impossible. It's just impossible to have this nowadays, because I think now when everybody has possibilities for education, and we have to resolve all the problems with the talks, with the some papers, to, I don't know, to organize all the relations between countries in a good political level. But fights, I think it's something about ancient times, not 21st century, and it will decide nothing. I think, I truly believe that it's just a big business, and some people who are guilty in this war, who decided to do this, they have a really good benefits and good uh, payments for these actions, and they just think about their own lives and their own profit, not about simple people, nothing for them. And this is a reason of modern wars, or maybe somebody's crazy ambitions also can be a reason. Agreed, Hans. I'm too. Looks like it's time for questions. Okay, I'm ready. Is there a language that you would like to learn in the future? If so, which language and why? Okay, I speaking Ukrainian, Russian. I speak English well enough, not perfect, but I still have a big wish to improve my English level for a really good quality. And yeah, it's a point for me. It's my goal. I learned Spanish at school, but unfortunately, without practice, I don't remember. I can't speak free, so I can say just a few words, and I can read. I know how to pronounce the letters. Now I am teaching Polish language, and I want to make this language for usual speaking, like to a good level. I want to find a job here in Warsaw and spend my future, not sure how many time, but I can see my nearest future here in Poland. So I need to learn Polish language, and actually I like this language. What more? You know, when I had a choice at my school, I had a choice which second foreign language to learn between Spanish and Germany. I chose Spanish. And now I realize also we had French language at our school, not at my class, but I know that they have this option also. And last time I admit that French sounds really interesting for me. So maybe if I will have such qualities to learn some more foreign languages. Maybe French would be nice for me. Maybe just a little, just like a beginner, but anyway, it's nice, I think. I have to go, got to mow the lawn before it starts raining. Catch you on the text video. Thanks, keep positive and looking good. Good vibes. Oh yes, thank you. It was really pleasant, yes. Yes, I answered here under the comments. What do you think is the minimum a man should earn to a month to a price to marry a lady like you? Oh, depend on country you live at, because every country and every city has its own lifestyle and level of life, of course. I can't say you the current quantity of money you have to earn, but I think it should be enough to have comfortable lifestyle. I mean, good quality clothes, good quality food, some travelings, maybe twice of a year, some car, maybe not super popular, super expensive, just simple car is enough. And to treat this car, it's just, you know, simple things um, which you want. It's normally, I think, to wish these things to lead good quality life. So I mean, it shouldn't be some billionaire or something like this. It can be a simple guy, for example, who can earn maybe 5 or 3 thousand euros. I don't know. It would be enough for simple life, to lead a simple life. And as well as a woman also can have a job and realize herself in some way, and also she can build some money, she can make some money. And in common, yes, when you have everything in common, you can lead a good life. But the more important, what point of the world you live, which country. There are some countries when it's a really expensive life and it would be not enough for a good life, but some countries are cheap. For Ukraine, for example, the numbers I said before, it's super enough for a good life, believe me. Oh boy. Sweet. Tyrants are inspired by evil. They rule with blood, and horror. The body only respects straight power force. Oh my god, you know, it's such things that we can't have influence for this, because for example at the beginning, if you speak about, I don't know, for example Putin, the modern tyrant, uh, he seemed like a normal guy at the beginning. He was younger, he didn't have such ambitions, such power, but after, when he used to this power to organize everything in his country like in his own flat, he changed with the years. And then when people begin to receive some rules stronger and stronger, when he become more powerful, and people could have their independence less and less. This moment they maybe should be brave and try to change something, like Ukrainian people. Every time when we have bad government and bad situation in our country, people go to a Maidan and they try to show their position. Even if it was dangerous, they always do that, because they try to be the owners of our country, to say our own wishes, and to have some influence, because we live in this country and we have our opinion, and our government should respect our opinion, like simple people want to live. necesitals practicar chica bonita. Practical. Okay, so you know Spanish. I remember very small quantity of words from this, but yeah, I can read some text. Maybe when I was in Spain, I tried to speak, but it was difficult because I understood that I remember nothing. But yeah, I can understand chica bonita. I remember nice word, hermosa. If you have to choose a man based on a family or money, which one would you prefer? Of course, family-oriented man. And you know, money, it's some temporary thing in our life. Sometimes, yeah, people can be rich during all their life, especially if you have such a mind quality when you have a lot of ambitions. You always try to lead good life, and you can realize yourself in a good way. But family oriented guys are really great, and if they have a good partner next to them which can motivate him, they can they can build good times together. Juan, taco burrito, sí me gusta. Also, ¿dónde está la biblioteca? ¿Dónde está? Yeah, I can understand everything of this. Sí me gusta. Okay, me gusta this conversation. Quality of life is one of the most important for women around the world. No woman yearns for a lower quality of life than what she has without the man. You know, guys, nowadays, when a woman doesn't need to stay at home anymore, like it was 50 years ago, for example, and a woman can be pretty successful nowadays, and it's not difficult. And you know, last years especially, when we have internet and you can, I don't know, create something even at with a simple, I don't know, funny things in TikTok some bloggers do, yeah, and she can be successful in that, and she can build some money and lead independent life, what quality of life she wants. So that is a reason why modern ladies, they need to have a strong man next to her, but she can also make a good quality of her life by her own. Not all, of course, but yeah, it's possible. And this is a problem of modern, I think, relations, that women become more feminist, and they can realize them their self, and they are not men has less influence, I mean, in about money to a woman, not like 50 years ago. And I think the most important to have real feelings and relations between partners. Do you like living in apartment or a house? Which one do you like the most? I have experience of both. I can't say that I have a real experience to live in a house. I lived just in a, it's not a country house. It's just we had a house out of city, like a summer house. And yeah, I have experience living in a private house for summertime, and it was quite cool. And I think I still have a dream to live in a private house once, maybe because of my individual space, that we have some neighbors on the distance, you have some private space there, and you can do anything you want with your family, and you can spend time in more different ways than you can spend in apartment. But at the other side, you have more work there. You really need to treat your property, your house, and the territory next to your house. But yeah, I prefer maybe a house, not apartment. But I lived in apartment during maybe all my life. Already read. Shen. Zhanna does not know the salary in other countries, so don't take the numbers she mentions too serious. Thank you, Matva. Maybe I know some of salaries, but it depends, you know. How can you say? If you can say salary like in the middle of country, it depends on the person. Some can get, some people can receive, I don't know, 1,000, somebody can receive 10,000. In the middle, both of them have 5,000, but it's not true. Yeah. I think you should realize, for example, what is comfort for you. For example, you like to drink good coffee. You enjoy this taste. You like to drive a good car, or just simple car, but anyway, you used to have a car to get from one point to another point very quickly with the comfort, with the air conditioner, with the good music, and so on, with a cup of good coffee, and etc. And you can understand um, if you want to have all you like in your life, to go, I don't know, to the restaurant, to the cinema, to travel, to have a nice girlfriend, and so on, you will try to lead to this life quality. And that means that you should do something to realize yourself, to have good salary, or to realize yourself in some private projects, to earn this money. The same as for a girl. For example, girls also have a lot of needs, really, because most of the girls like shopping, like good wear, clothes. We need to treat our nails, skin. We need to buy cosmetics, treat our hair. Modern life is like that. That every month you need to pay a lot to treat yourself, and you should understand you have. Month's bills for apartments, you have everyday things you need to treat yourself, you have your hobbies, you have a lot in your life which you are enjoy and used to have. So what you need to do something to have a good salary, to realize yourself, to pay for everything. Cultural difference is another. For most, the more similar the culture, the easier for her to acclimate to her new life. Yes, it's really possible, and I think that women really flexible about this, especially if you can support your woman. You can be a good partner for her, you can be a friend, you can treat her, you can spend time together, and after some time, yes, she will organize herself in a nice way, in a new culture, new place. She will find new friends, new hobbies there, so everything would be fine. True, depends on the country. Oh, yes. It's hryvnia. In hryvnias, what is seen as a decent salary in your opinion? In hryvnias, I think I can I don't think you will understand in hryvnias. I can tell. I tried to tell you in dollars or in euros. Uh, they are near. I think from 1,000 dollars in Ukraine, it's good enough salary to for simple Ukrainian family. It's very good salary for simple family in Ukraine, if you live in Ukraine, because it's much cheaper than to live in foreign countries in Europe, for example. Dutch and Ukrainian cultures have similarities. Nice. It's just that we are more individualistic. We hear Ukrainians are more family oriented that causing their divorces. Yes, you told about this today. Yes, you told, but I think everything is, every occasion is very private, and sometimes people just get together and conquer all the differences and find some way which is comfortable for both of the partners. And also in Ukrainian mentality, there are some people which doesn't need to spend a lot of time together, which like to stay by their own, and it's okay for them. Depends on the character. When I lived in my old house, we had Ukrainian immigrant workers live a couple houses down the street that tends to turn themselves because of misunderstandings. Okay. And what is your opinion about that, guy? 15 and a half Ukrainian is median income in Kiev. Yes, it's just a simple salary for very, very simple people. For example, a lot of people from villages, from small cities, they come to Kiev, and this is like a beginning of salaries in Kiev. But from this quantity, from 15,000, you will pay minimum 7 or 8,000 to rent an apartment in Kiev. So it's absolutely not enough. For example, dogs are supposed to be left when outside. They never left their dog. When a postal worker brought a package for them, they never came to pick it up, always had to bring it to them. Okay. I know so much new information from you today, but it's so cute. It's really interesting for me. Median income in Kiev after taxes. Yes, after taxes, we have not big taxes in Ukraine, but it's not enough for a good living. It would be enough just for survive from month to month, from salary to salary, to pay the rent for apartment, bills, some food, and some simple clothes. It's not enough for a life. You can't earn some money from this salary. It's not enough. But yeah, a lot of people live for this money, and they try to be economic, to be simple. Yeah, but you can't visit a good restaurant with this salary. You can't buy good quality clothes. You can go for a vacation, or you need to take credits. Which current exchange rate that about? Uh, um, you mean for hryvnias? Rate that about? Yes. Yes, you mean about previous comment about Kiev salaries. Yes, it is. You have done fantastic today. Well done. Thank you, Steve. but I don't remember any comments or questions from you. So come on. Thank you. Nice to know you like. So if you like, please, I had this moment like this video. Maybe I shouldn't talk like that. With the exchange rates from before the war between, yeah, after the war we have different current cars, of course. Zhanna likes her privacy, no thin walls in house. Yes, I think everybody like. I'm at work, so we'll return to recorded program. Okay, thank you, Bill. Uh, so, hi to you when you will see this record. Have a nice eve after your working time. Zhanna, I once saw a video made by Ukrainian that said that in Ukraine, in friendly communities, neighbors sometimes come into your apartment to watch TV, for example. Is it true? Yes, of course. We have, I think Ukrainians are very friendly nation, and you can have good relations with your neighbors, and you can be really real friends between families. And yes, it's probably, of course, and I think it's nice. It's the same like you have friends next door. So you really can build a good friendship with your neighbors, and yeah, it's possible to have some cup of tea or coffee in the morning or in the evening, depend on the family what lifestyle they leads. But yeah, it's possible just to watch some movie together, like to spend some eve with your friends. So yes. When I was a child, we had a neighbor. I didn't remind this for a lot of time, for many time. We had a neighbor. It was an old lady which lived, which was the own. She didn't have family. She was alone. She didn't have children at her life, and she was like our relative. I don't know. I adored this woman. I was a little girl. I was maybe 7 years, 8 years old. Uh, about this period, and it was a part of our family. And my granny, she invited her every holiday, because in the past, not nowadays we used to go for to celebrate our holidays in a restaurant or to make some events or anywhere. Before, in Ukraine, it was popular to organize, to cook a lot of nice dishes, and to organize a home party, just like all the family and friends come together and just eating, drinking something, and speaking on the around the big table. And she always was our guest, and my granny always invited her just for dinner or for even breakfast. It was possible also. She was like a part of our family, and she was my friend. I had a friendship with an old lady. We played cards, and I don't know, just spoke with you. She could turned on TV, and she watched some programs, and I danced with her. She always tried to make me calm, like, shh, it was we have an old neighbor next floor, so be quiet, please, don't be loud. It's funny. 5,000 is a very high salary. Yes, it is, but it's very possible nowadays if you create something, your own business. It's absolutely possible nowadays. Minimum wage in the USA, for example, is a quite low compared in Europe. In Europe, however, we have ridiculously, difficult words, high taxes. Yes, I know about the taxes. And of course 5,000 is not about usual salaries for simple people, but really nowadays we have a lot of people who could create himself in his own way, and it's absolutely possible to build such money per month. Taking 5,000 per month as an example would be close to 49, almost 50% income tax. It's 37 and 7% up to, well, 68, mostly 70,000. After that, it's okay, mostly almost 50%, and an addition of 5 and 5% social security. Yeah, it's very high taxes. I don't know how to comment it. We have what we have. If you want to live good, you need to pay good, I think, but it depends on the country. In Ukraine, we have a little different situation. Not know about other countries for sure. The average American male earns between 30 or 40,000 dollars per year. It's not much at all. Oh yes, okay, but depends on your bills and taxes also. That may be the average in Ukraine, but what is Zhanna's idea of a good salary for her man in Ukraine? Maybe it is 20,000 or 25. Cute question. What are my ideas for a good salary in Ukraine? I will not answer. I'm sorry. One agree. 30,000-40,000 is a lot here. Most people earn between 18,000-22,000 here in Netherlands. Okay, maybe it's also dependent on taxes. Juan, also depends what state you live. In California, for example, 40,000 is perhaps not even enough to rent a decent apt in a year. Yes, I heard. Yeah, I heard that California is very expensive for living, and they have the most expensive oil builds for rent. And yeah, it is true. I know this. Main difference between the USA and my country, for example, is the minimum wage. I believe it's around $7.40 in the USA. In the Netherlands, it's about 13, and it's getting increased by 10%. An apt in California is 2,000 a month, so with 30,000 a year, you don't even eat. So maybe you have bigger salaries also there, because it's impossible. To combat infection, 12% per month, and the energy price, I have to pay 344 per month now. People who are getting a new contact have to pay over 60 now. So it's changed. In the big cities, it ranges from 1,000 to 200 and 500,000. In areas outside of big cities, it's about 60, 70 per month. Yes, of course, every country, I think, have this difference between big cities and villages, because lifestyle is too different, and yeah, you can realize yourself better at a big city, and at the same time, you need your life there will be expensive, more expensive also. Steve Weaver, it's a sitter at the Zoom genre. If you ask about some clients, I don't think I can share this information, and I don't know the second name. See you tomorrow, Bill. Don't be late then. Oh, that's true. You try to do that here, and you either end up in the hospital or arrested. People are very reserved here. Yeah, because they used to live in these conditions, and they need to organize their life in a comfortable way. So of course you used to organize your life depends on your lifestyle and conditions you live at. Could have been worse. In some parts of America, you can theoretically be shot for trespassing if the homeowner is a dick. Sounds awesome, Zhanna. I'm sure the old lady appreciated it great. Yes, of course, that is, of course, it works in this way. When you treat about somebody with your full heart, and you feel the response, the same feelings, of course it works. So yeah, she was grateful. Sometimes she even cried after some pleasant moments, I don't know, because she was grateful, but I don't know, it's pleasant. Anyway, it's pleasant. Coming over to play cards. Yeah, sometimes it's nice. You want to play here? Is your cat going to show up later and say hello? If you will waiting for a moment, she will say hello to you. Her name is Hachi. Hachi, everybody wants you. Say hello. So meet my black panther, please. She was slept next to me, next chair, during all this time, but I didn't saw her. My black panther, she's sleepy. Possible if you don't mind high taxes. To give you an example, if you earn, oh, you are very good at taxes and money in general. 100,000 euro here, you only have about, wow, oh my god, yeah, I heard something like this about Europe. It depends on the country, of course, but maybe you have a good profit from your government about your life conditions in general, about, I don't know, roads and treatment on the cities and streets and villages anywhere. Maybe you have good benefits about your taxes money and organize your life in a good way, because it should works for your money. I think $5,000 is actually getting easier to earn for a larger in Americans, though it's still not that majority. Depend on the country, guys. All the salaries for every region, every country is very different how you can spend your life for this salary there. Ukraine has 18% economic tax and 22% social security, up to the equivalent of about, yes, Ukraine is not aggressive about taxes, and it's nice. But on the other hand, if we could have more taxes for example, they could treat city streets and roads and a lot of things for country in general in better way. But Ukraine has little different problems. Maybe you heard about this, like corruption, like that not all taxes, for example, which go to government, go straight for things they need to pay about. A lot of a lot of this money they can live in their own pockets is possible in Ukraine. California has many people moving to other states. It's too expensive to live there for many Americans. Plus, they don't like tripping over homeless drug unless with the drug needles and pop pills. Okay, thank you for information. But if everybody will move out of California, what will live here? Who will live here? In USA, if you have any ambition at all, you can always make extra money. The same as in Ukraine, actually. Whatever you need, that's a great thing about the USA. Just the opportunity to make money if you have the ambition to work. And also I can say here in Poland, I think it's everywhere in the world. If you have ambitions, if you're smart, if you strong, if you really work under yourself, and you can build anything you want. Good evening. Good evening, Janik. Nice to meet you here. Meow. Yeah, sometimes she can say meow. To give you an idea, minimum wage is about 1,756 per month. Rent is 600, 700. Majority health care, insurance 60, 20, 200, internet 30 plus, mobile 10 plus, others, insurance 13, energy and water. You have such a cheap water in general, what I can say. Finally a cat appeared. Yes, she was quiet, she was sleeping next chair. Could be like, human, why you disturb me? No, she's okay. I like her, and sometimes we disturb each other. For example, when she's sleeping, I can hug her, and she's okay with that. And sometimes when I'm sleeping, she can disturb me. Sometimes he really miss me in the morning, and she can do with her paws like this, you know, cat do like this. I adore these moments. Thank you for Black Panther guest. Welcome. What energy there is uber expensive than men. Kid, oh Jack. In 3 seconds this message will self-destruct. Choose quickly. A man, of course, a man. But we can live all together with a cat. Janice, Kate says Sylvia. Okay, I actually didn't know that. I will ask her tomorrow. Our ministers are clowns. I think everybody can say this for his country. Yeah, sometimes I don't know why it happens. Why people choose wrong people for government? Why wrong people come to be the head of a government? I don't know why it happens. Which way? Many people consider them traitors. They threw away money. Did a similar comparison for Ukraine. 100,000 same situation would give about 64,000 after taxes. Yes. Okay. It is, yes. Worst of all, we have our own gas sources that we export and then buy gas from abroad. Yes, yes. Oh, politics is such a complicated thing, and we'll never understand the reason. But I think the reason is some benefits for people who has possibility to decide. I think this is the most important reason why they do like this, because everybody treat his own life. Everybody want to have a yacht. I'm joking, but I'll never get social security. It's why I'm working for my second retirement. Oh, second retirement. From from what age? It should be. What means second? Like you can take from at the same time two retirements. What makes you cry? A lot of things. A lot of things. I'm very sensual, emotional person, and sometimes, yeah, I can cry in some little small reasons. For example, in a good way, I can cry from some good movies, from songs. No, I can cry in a good way if I feel really something pleasant, if some person does something very sincere for me, which I didn't expect. Yeah, I also can cry about this. Maybe it's stupid. And yeah, some people can be very rude and can hurt me, and I always feel very bad about this. Oh, we have actually, we have our time over, and I didn't admit that. Can you imagine? We speak over time. Okay, I will read all the questions, and we will say bye to each other. What's happened finally with the farmer protest there? I saw they were getting really aggressive against politicians. Some even dumped manure Toma minister's house. Wow, great idea. Maybe. Fun fact. Okay, We have the 10th largest natural gas sources in the world and the largest in Europe. We export that. The same fun fact with the Ukraine. We have so many natural resources in Ukraine. We have so many agriculture products, and we export a lot of things and pay for many things. Some things from our country we sell, and some the same things from our country we buy in other countries, and it's super stupid, but I'm sure it has a reason, because somebody's pockets are full about these operations. Is your name translate to Jenny in English? Um, it's Zhanna. I don't know. Do you know Zhanna d'Arc, Johanna d'Arc? Maybe it's a French hero, a lady of ancient times. So it's the same name. Oh yeah, so basically the minister quiet. Nothing is solved, of course. They got a third party to research and give answers, but government was not going to make changes. Yes, 5,000 Tuesday is very good here in Michigan, USA. Good? I think so. Result of either findings, even if they got rid for all of columns in country, we'd still not meet the euro forced cut of 50%. There are other sources that they can't do anything about that, and the causes area within high readings. I can see a lot of new comments, guys. I think we should over for today. Sometimes I disturb my cat and she's looked at me like I'm sexy. Yes, they do like this, especially when they take their leg like this and watch. Yeah, they actually very, I think, sure about themselves. Very selfish, but so cute. Emo arc. Enroll what university subscribe to this YouTube channel. Okay, you can stop at the record and watch the stream. First retirement from the military. Ah, you're a military person. Second retirement for major transportation company in 8 years. Okay, so you can plan your future and rest during maybe very active lifestyle. You can plan your life in that way you want to, if you will have safe retired. But she's really sexy. I can't resist her fluffy belly, even if she dislikes it. Yes. What the cat you have? I have more than 10 cats. Oh, really? Why? Ah, how it possible more than 10 cats? Yes, Jana, today long stream. I had to go cook my lunch now. Have a good night. Have a good night, Sean. Thank you for company and for your activity, for questions. I would like to see you next stream also. Yes, Jeanne d'Arc. Okay. Trying to push Smith. It's just a bunch for this person. It's been a pleasure talking to you again. It's late. Please go to sleep. You have things to do tomorrow. Oh, thank you. You're so caring. I like this message. No, I have a nice company, actually. I'm okay. I'm going to bed late and I'm get up early enough. So I read last 2 comments. Пока-пока. Пока-пока. She's a Maine Coon. Oh yeah, it's a really big breed. Okay, great. So guys, thank you so much. Please like this video who will watch this after this stream, and subscribe the channel, and I will wait you for next stream conferences, and I'm ready to ask you questions, to be your company, ready for your new topics. You can ask for some topics you want to know to speak about, and I will prepare some information for you. So one more. Thank you for your stream today, Zhanna. One of these days I will be able to be here early to participate. Okay, nice, G-Man. Thank you. I didn't saw your comments before, so thank you for your last comment. Nice to watch new people here, and yeah, it would be glad to see you next streams also. Okay, my sister have the same name. Through written Chenin, Chenin, I think. Is it correct? Okay, so thank you so much for company. Have a good day, good evening, good night, and see you soon, guys. Bye.